presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. On the visitor sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. Across from him, his counterpart, the Cardinals' Jonathan Gannon. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now and right away, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up sharp at the 27-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll get it inside the 35. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, 15 carries, 60 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
First down, Seahawks.
To throw is Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
And this one is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Walker now on 1st and 10. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Look at this defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 of the league in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. Are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. Oh, nice move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Seahawks offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Darnold now to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
It's a gain of
excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Seahawks.
Now it's Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Faking the give, Darnold. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And out now come the Seahawks. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First down.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll keep it on the ground. Martinez. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
He'll try again.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Off of play action, Darnold. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's now 4th down.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Martinez. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging.
Ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Offense making its way back out, led by their wide receiver. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
1st down, Seahawks.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go. First and goal. Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So for the Seahawks, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's on to a new week for Seattle, and next on the schedule are the Jaguars. If you're a pass catcher and you want targets, you'll have to win your matchup.
There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys responded well to their season-opening loss winners a week ago. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store.
Let's go. Check. Match. 3. County Lions.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Ready, break. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 40.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bass. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Bass. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 43. And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Again,
he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 13-yard line.
This second and 4.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Bass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Big. 60 Vices. 60 Vices.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes this to Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. From the 38 now, here's second down and 1.
Second and a yard. At the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Bass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy. The way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quisaveli and the wicket.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Option play, they'll give to Walker. He's got it to the 43 here.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Operating from the gun, Bass. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Bass. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Operating from the gun, Bass. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Horton. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And that's good.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Bass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Ready?
Back to throw. Bass. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are once again back in front.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break.
Throwing to start the drive. Bass. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A final shot before break. Bass.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Going right back to Fant.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Bass. Well, that is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
At the 35-yard line.
On the jump.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready. Ready. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to throw. Bass. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to number 1. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
Ready.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
70.
Operating from the gun. Bass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
First and 10 at the 47.
Back to throw now on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that will be incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. He was covered by Travis Hunter.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 35-31, 2:24 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it first and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bass. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Rig. Franco 80. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun. Bass. And his throw is incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here now, third down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Let's go.
A give for Walker running right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. This will be a win for Jacksonville. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium.
It's on to a new week for Seattle. And next on the schedule are the Cowboys. Facing an aggressive defense, their quarterback needs them to get open in a hurry.
Set up. Viking 18. Set up. Set up. Cowboy 80. Hup. Down. Ready. Here we go. Go. Here we go. Shot. Hut, hut. Ready. Panther 60. Panther. Check out.
Between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visitor's sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His team coming in off their first loss of the season back in Week 3. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, the quarterback now in his third year in the league.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play.
And they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
First down.
The first carry for the Spartan. Kenneth Walker. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seahawks. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The party started with touchdown catch on that opening drive, looking to build on it as they begin here with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's across midfield, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible. And so far, they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point, you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm or they're going to be in for a long game.
Okay, great. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
6-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready,
line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle. Seahawks offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked.
Here we go. Set. Check. Smash. 70 Timberwolves.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Michael Hoyt is there to end the play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Hey. Tackle it.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Horton. It's caught. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Here's Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Ready. Liking it. Ready.
Now, faking the give. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Already made a big impact on this one. 2 first-half touchdown grabs. See if they continue to go his way. This drive begins. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready. Check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
They'll look to throw again. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Back to the air one more time. There's that man again. Another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
Here we go. Start.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down, they need 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing
he has been nothing short of magnificent so far in this first half. Defense has not had an answer. He could well be on his way to a career-best performance. Another drive begins here with 1st down. Going up top. He's got it! And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
45 yards.
So, a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards.
Hey, pass. 60 vices.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 14-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And he has been a thorn in the side of the secondary in the first half. You can see by these numbers. He has been a target monster with good reason. See what they do on this drive. First and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
Complete to number 1.
On the ready.
Second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Ready, go.
He'll look to throw here on first down. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10. One final throw before the break. That's into traffic, but taken in. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this second half. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, He pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Here we go, go!
He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds. From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement,
and he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and adds up to 16 now on the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Seahawks offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point.
Here we go.
Now we'll give to Walker, running right. And he'll get about 6 out of that run before being forced out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33.
Check. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
19.
He'll drop to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Michael Hoyt. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. Comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He's inside the 35. And he will not get to the end zone, but he'll get plenty of yards. A terrific run, bringing it to the 5. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 65 yards.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. And he will score again. Touchdown, Seahawks. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Seahawks offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. The run up the middle, it's Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They bounced back from the loss last week. They will put in a determined effort to come away with the victory.
The Seahawks game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The media wants his thoughts on what decided this game and where the responsibility belongs.
Come on, set! Cougar 19, go! Here we go, set! 60 Eagles, set! Hut, hut. Let's go! Get up! Let's go! Ready, ready? Set! Set, go! Set! Hut! Set it! Ready! Ready? 19, Tiger, 9, ready?
come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for
the Seahawks offense ready to go to work on short rest here on this Thursday night. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout.
what more can you say about the receiving totals this year for him? Over 1,500 yards now.
Okay, let's be honest about it. In the preseason, we thought he'd have a big year. I mean, that was almost a given, right? Did you expect this big?
No, I think 1,000 yards, yes, but you get over 1,500. That is a solid season.
So that takes us to different categories now. Offensive Player of the Year, MVP of the league. We can be talking big stuff here for him.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A loss of 2.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rig alert. Cowboy 80.
Off play action. Bass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Bass. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Start. 60 Eagles. Go.
Off the play fake. Bass. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week up to a really, really hot start.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
And out now come the Seahawks.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
77 Wolf.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Bass. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Seattle.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Looking to throw. Bass. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here. Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Number 1. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Seahawks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Bass. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Seattle.
Check. Back to 60. Street.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead.
So I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bass. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal, Seattle.
Operating from the gun. Pass. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Pass. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Bass. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
Here's a diving catch right side. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Off the play fake. Bass. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39.
A gain of 12.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Give to Walker on the read option. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Bass.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Throwing
to start the drive. Bass.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Steady. Cowboy 80. Steady.
Throwing to start the drive. Bass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Seattle.
Off play action. Bass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Bass. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Bass. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Bass. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Hawk 70.
Off the play fake. Bass. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. The Seahawks offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Here's Walker to start the drive. And able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
The 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this,
You don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
They go play action here on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down. Hand off here to Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The Seahawks take back over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Off play action. Bass. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially.
Visitors offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
Got it. Ready? Go! Hey, Crash! 1918!
On the handoff, this is Walker. And, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This 2nd and 4.
Go street. Check. Rambo 80.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. It's 4th down.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.